The Long Road to True Happiness by WierdRandomTina, Chapter 9, A Welcome Guest. Poppy set foot in the bunker precisely at 2 hours past noon on Wednesday. Branch was on the couch, deeply concentrating on a puzzle. It was just over halfway complete, and it looked like some kind of dark underwater scene. He greeted her without looking up from the table. Walking over to him, something green caught her eye beside the couch. The balloon she had brought him a few visits ago. Poppy was surprised it was still intact, since she had given it to him on the day they had that fight. As she neared the couch, Branch finally looked up.
"I thought I'd work on this until you arrived. Unless you'd be interested in giving me a hand with it."
"Yeah, I haven't done a puzzle in ages. Let's do it." So he shifted to give Poppy more room to join him. In her haste, she seated herself closer to him than she usually would. But Branch seemed unaffected. There was plenty of space for him to get away from her on his side. Yet he stayed where he was. So she stayed where she was too. 20 minutes passed, and Branch stood up to fetch himself a glass of water. Naturally, Poppy asked where he was going.
"To get a drink,"
he said simply. "Ooh, could you bring me something too, please? I'm so thirsty."
"Shoot, why didn't I think to offer her one first?"
The grey loner was an expert at getting rid of people. Experience with treating other guests? 0.
"She's been down here how many times, and I've never once thought to ask her if she would like anything?" "Seriously?" "Of course. What would you like? I have water, obviously. There's tea, coffee."
"Just water would be great."
"Is there anything else you would like? Something to eat? Well, actually, I doubt you'd be interested in my food selection, but if you're cold, I could get you a blanket."
Poppy was intrigued, if not mildly amused, by his sudden, awkward hospitality. "No, that's okay. I think I'm fine with just water. Thank you, though."
"Okay, now I'm overdoing it," Branch realized in embarrassment.
He hastily turned towards the kitchen as his cheeks started to feel hot, hoping Poppy didn't notice them. She didn't, but she did keep her eyes glued onto him, even after he disappeared around the corner. Branch was thankful to be out of view. His hands were shaking, and he spilled the water twice.
"Come on, Fuzzbrain, get a grip!"
He took an extra minute to calm himself, then returned with 2 glasses of water. She thanked him again, and the 2 trolls returned to the puzzle. Another 45 minutes later, Poppy placed the final piece of the puzzle. "Woo! We did it!" With their chosen activity complete, the princess, out of habit, prepared herself to leave. "I'll have to start my own puzzle when I get home. That was really fun. It looks like it's been longer than an hour, so I guess I'll head out. I shall return on Friday." She stood up, but she had barely taken a step and a half when Branch reached out and grabbed her hand.
"Wait."
Poppy's head whipped around in shocked curiosity. His eyes widened at his own impulsive action, and he yanked his hand away from hers.
"I mean, you don't have to go. You can, of course, if you want to. Or if you need to. I just...
Joyful anticipation spread widely across her adorable freckled cheeks. "You want me to stay longer?" Poppy didn't even know that embarrassment was a possible emotion for the colourless troll. Yet here he was, stuttering as his cheeks turned a soft mix of smoky grey and lavender. His uncharacteristically sensitive behaviour today was quite refreshing. And rather cute.
"No, I don't... That's not... It's... Never mind. I don't care. Do whatever you want."
He seemed to have misplaced his negativity, so his attempt at sounding uncaring ended up sounding sheepish. Poppy decided to take his fumbled answer as a yes, and immediately settled back down beside Branch. "Do you have more puzzles? We could start a new one, and we could have a competition this time. Whoever can connect the most pieces wins." So he dug out another puzzle from one of his storage rooms. Old, but unopened. A bit smaller and less intricate, with a nighttime forest theme. Poppy was undeniably thrilled that he was letting her stick around, while Branch was finding it tough to cover up how pleased he really was at their extended visit. As the friendly competition went on, he seemed to have gained a bit of enthusiasm with this puzzle, his eyes intent on searching for pieces. They were quite evenly matched, but at the end it was Branch who won by a mere 2 points. Poppy pretended to be dismayed. "Oh, sugar! Why, how did that happen? I was winning there for a solid 15 minutes. She heard Branch chuckle. Yes, a very light but legit chuckle. So she continued to tease him. "Oh, well, I guess that's what I get for being overconfident, right? I'll have to bring over one of my own puzzles next visit, so we can have a rematch. And next time I am not letting you win." Leaving for real this time, Poppy headed towards the elevator. She glanced over her shoulder to find Branch following along to see her off. Normally he'd just stay sitting or standing where he was when she announced her departure. Standing on the lift, Poppy twirled around to face him, and in addition to her usual goodbye, see you next time, she raised her hand. "High five?" He hesitated, more out of shyness than not wanting to this time, though the look on his face was probably screaming, "No way in her." So the princess lowered her hand and shrugged. "That's okay. I think we've made enough progress for one day. Speaking of that, I'm so glad you wanted me to stick around. Thank you. It was really nice." Branch's brief nod was a neutral cover-up for how he was really feeling. Once Poppy was gone, a sour frown formed on his grey face. Despite the intended innocence of her words, they tore at his already broken pieces of his heart. "I think we've made enough progress for one day."
That's all I am to her. A work in progress. Something to fix. Not good enough.
He wasn't even sure why that bothered him. He was already aware he's all of that. Always has been aware of it. Branch closed his eyes tightly.
I just wish Poppy would accept it. I will never be the joyful, carefree, wonderfully ideal troll she wants me to become. I'm just me.
End of chapter. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that one. I like that chapter, though here's the thing. With Branch's thoughts towards the end, anxiety can do that. You tend to catastrophize and see things in the worst possible light. I've done that myself. I felt that way before, and it's not fun. Even if that person would never mean that, it doesn't mean it can't be taken the wrong way. Miscommunication at its most horrible. Anyway, I like the rest of it. He does genuinely ask her to stay for longer. He even grabs her hand. Because he does want her around. I find that very sweet. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified for whenever I upload a new video. Have a good day, night, or whatever time zone you're in. Bye my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I'll see you in another video. Take care.